The security is there, the peace is there, the love is there. It's a place for everybody to come. I'll advertise Rwanda. It's a place to visit. Come and see for yourself. Rwanda has always been a big part of my trip back to Africa. First of all, Rwanda is very secure. It's organized. It has, let me say, all the facets that you can use for investment. It still has space for growth. So, and it's clean. I mean, it's a clean, small, nice, beautiful country that has a lot of potentials for investment. So that's why I decided to come back to Rwanda and settle down. And the people are very welcoming.
You're welcome to Masong Farms. This farm is owned by Masong Brothers Enterprises Limited. We are based in Rwanda, and this particular area is called Rugando in Bugesera district.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is 11,200 square meters of land, and we are, you can see there we have started with the poultry farm.
Okay.
So the poultry farm is 1,300 capacity. And if we walk again a little further, we will get to the goat farm.
Okay.
Yeah, this place is meant for accommodation.
Accommodation.
Yeah, for the workers and me.
Okay.
It's inclusive.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So technically we might begin operations mid-March.
In March?
Yes, with the chicken. Then we move further with goats and others. For this place we have chicken, we have goats, and we have pigs. Then we also cultivate crops such as the green spice. We also do a little bit of chili.
Chili?
Yes, because the land is actually massive, so you don't want to leave some parts unexplored.
Okay.
All right. This is the chicken department.
Wow.
This is the building, as you can see. So this one, as I said earlier, it will take 1,300. You can come inside. This is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey. 1,300.
Yes. This is just the first chicken house. We will be expanding with time.
Okay.
Yeah. We just want to begin with what we can, sell to the market.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So move ahead again. So after this, from here we'll have crops.
Oh, crops.
Yes, from here. This is another sector of the land. We'll have crops.
Crops?
From here. Yes, all of this.
Okay.
Right up.
So even here is crops.
Yes, all of these. Crops. Then over there,
Yes.
that's the goods department.
Oh, you're gonna do a mixed farming?
Yes.
Wow.
Mixed farming.
Yeah.
So this is for goods, and this capacity will take us for 100 goods for the start.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
This one will carry 100 goods. And we also have an accommodation here for the person who will be taking care of the goats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So here we are. It's still under construction.
Yeah, I see.
Still under construction, and technically or probably by the end of the week we
Okay.
should be done with this.
I see. Okay.
So
So, where do you get the idea of this place?
what will I say? I mean, well, Mr. Muhammad is my first contact in Rwanda.
Okay.
I contacted him from Cameroon. So when I got in, I reached out to him. He gave me all the direction, the advice, and everything.
My name is Humphrey Abai. I am originally from Cameroon, born in Cameroon, and I moved to the US in 2001. So pretty much I've been living in Las Vegas since 2001. So after a couple of years, 20 years, I decided to come back home, come back to Africa, and try to slow down from the busy lifestyle in the United States. That's why I moved to Rwanda.
Okay.
To settle down.
Wow.
Not really, not much that I left US. I just decided to start an investment for myself because in the US it's all work, and then if you think of an investment, you want to do something for yourself.
Okay.
It was a lot better for me to use the little capital I have in the US, come back to Africa and get an investment. So that's why I came back home. Basically, thank you for the question. Rwanda has always been a big part of my trip back to Africa. First of all, Rwanda is very secure. It's organized. It has, let me say, all the facets that you can use for investment. It still has space for growth. So, and it's clean. I mean, it's a clean, small, nice, beautiful country that has a lot of potentials for investment.
Okay.
So that's why I decided to come back to Rwanda and settle down. And the people are very welcoming.
Okay.
So it's Africa. Rwanda from Kigali to Douala is just 3 hours.
Wow.
So it doesn't. Actually, Rwanda to me is like the promised land. It is secured. It is open for foreign investors. It's quite easy to get settled down and get your investment done. It is peaceful, so your investments are secured. It is, clean and well organized for somebody who's been abroad. You're coming back to invest, and then a little bit of no corruption. So it gives me that good sense of stay here.
Okay.
And besides, Kigali is 3 hours away from Douala by flight, so I'm quite close to home.
Okay.
All right, agriculture is a sector which you will never go wrong. Your investments will not go wrong. Though it is, the returns come in a little bit later, but you're sure in the end that, okay, you never will pack and leave. Your investments will stay and you grow them out. So I decided, I came here last year. I was here for about a month. I looked at other sectors, especially the tourism sector, restaurants and other sectors affiliated to the tourism industry. But I realized it's a little slow now, so I should just put my weight behind agriculture. This is a new concept which we're trying to introduce in Rwanda now, which is a mixed farm. It has all the facets of agricultural production. We have we grow animals here. We cultivate plants and crops. So it is like we do chicken, we do goats, we do pigs, and then we grow chili. If you look at it, I have enough land here to put in whatever aspect of agricultural production we want.
So the idea about the mixed farm, first of all, is because we have the advantage, the land advantage for growing the crops and rearing the animals. Secondly, one other reason is because we don't want to leave the land vacant. And also, these crops which we are bringing in is on high demand. Yes, so, and some of the crops will also be used as feed for most of the animals. So we will be breaking down the cost of feeding animals. So technically, that is what we are actually working on.
Okay, so manager, how about getting the land here in Rwanda as a foreigners?
It's not quite easy, but there's a lot of land. There's a lot of land, but one thing you will get is the size. It's not easy to get the big kind of land like this one, even though there are some in some spaces maybe patchy. You understand? Yeah. So, but when you buy land, it's not actually so expensive. I will not say it's so expensive, and I will not say it's so cheap. Yes. So, but when you buy land, you have to go through some real good process of doing exchange, but it's legit.
Okay.
Yes, very, very legit. You cannot be afraid of losing your money, maybe giving your money to fraudsters. It's not easy. Not just as easy, but for business registration is cool. Yes, but one challenge I faced starting up the business is the bottleneck policy, which you have to go through. But it's an advantage because you are sure of the legit method you are using to get all documents for business. And for clients, Rwanda itself is very friendly, open market. Prices fluctuate, but most times they are cool. So it's actually better for foreigners.
Okay. Wow.
I think I had that same fear. I had that anxiety for a very long time. It is natural to say you want to make a move and you start thinking of what is going to happen and what not going to happen. But I first of all made a move last year in April. I came to Rwanda. I had made up my mind to move to Rwanda. I came to Rwanda. I was here for 1 month. I took time to observe the country and I fell in love with it. So the next thing was what to come here and do. Another thing is moving here, and then you try to look at ask questions about the cost of living, what it's gonna take you to live in Kigali or in Rwanda for the time you want to be here. And a little advice I'll give anybody who wants to move here is don't come here one full. Come, go for a little bit of time so you get yourself settled down for the time you want to get your investments generate income for you. Cost of living in Kigali, it's a little, you have to look at it. It depends on what you want to do. Like I have to maintain my American lifestyle, so I have to pay the bills. So if you want to go, if you have to cut down on the bills, and then you go to the lower side of it, it's open. Cost of living is always open. It's like you want to a cheaper house, you go down there. But if you want to maintain that lifestyle that you have from the United States, then it's like you're going to the upper side of things and you start paying those bills. So it just depends on your choice of a decision. They are nice people. I had time to party with them. I had time to integrate in the society. I made a lot of friends, and then I tried to contact people. The first thing you do when you come to a place is get to contact people, get to know them, introduce yourself to them. So you have people who will take you around. So I already made my own trusted group of people. I have my driver who is very trusted. I have people at home who help me out. I have friends. So each time we come back, party, and then just to situate yourself with the lifestyle and the people around me. But again, the security is there, the peace is there, the love is there. It's a place for everybody to come. I will advertise Rwanda. It's a place to visit. Come and see for yourself.
Okay. But some people say the language is a barrier. Most of the people, they don't know English.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for them to communicate. So how about you?
A wide variety of Rwandans speak English. At least they understand a little bit of English. For those who just can't speak it, like my house help, I communicate. I can go reach the person and tell him what I want. We understand each other. But in all government services, in all services in this country, they speak English. So it is an open language. Everybody here who works in the sector speaks English. So I don't have any limitations.
Okay, wow. So thank you for time.
Yeah, thank you too.
Wow.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.